Welcome to Wonder Man, episode 5 and stuff, which was actually better.
Yeah, actually way better than the Nothing Burger from last week.
Yep, whatever the hell that last episode was and stuff, I don't even know and stuff. But we finally are here. We finally are back. Simon's back and Trevor's back. Um, basically, it's them after they got the role right and everything and stuff. Trevor's basically cut communication with the DOD and stuff. So I'm eventually am now convinced that the DOD is going to come out and collect, right? They're going to eventually come out and collect the stuff, but they over here got into a fight because of Trevor's pass. Trevor's pass was consisting of some thugs that wanted to jump him and everything, and stuff because he had something that they wanted, right?
Yeah.
So what happens is they get him in the alleyway, start jumping him and stuff, and Simon, is trying to hold back from using his powers and stuff. They had him at gunpoint and everything and stuff. But here's the kicker and stuff. When Simon has seen enough and stuff, he goes and starts hurting everybody with his powers. Hurting everybody with their powers, and it was brutal. Now it ain't gonna be like no rated R type of stuff. It's of course gonna be PG. It was PG that time, so unfortunately we wasn't able to see no blood being shed, right? So we got the PG back and stuff, but it was brutal and stuff. There was one Simon's really strong and stuff. I say he might be slightly more stronger than Captain America and stuff. Maybe. Who do you think will win the fight, Wonder Man or Captain America?
Depends on the Captain America in this context.
Oh, I forgot. There's two of them now.
Steve Rogers. It could be a close fight.
Yeah. But Sam Wilson, he's losing that fight.
No, Sam Wilson's getting his ass whooped.
Oh, man. Man, I wish I didn't have to say this.
Yeah. So anyway, he beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker. That was the funniest shit to me in that scene.
Yep. He was just winning. He was winning and winning and winning.
And then they realized something big. Somebody recorded them with a GoPro.
Yep, and was going to blackmail them too. Some random Asian dude, right? What's his name? Jaden?
Yeah, Jaden, something like that.
Yeah, his name was Jaden and stuff. He wanted Simon and Trevor to chase him and stuff, or else it was going to get uploaded to YouTube, and Simon's life is going to be ruined. Now, I have a feeling that Simon is going to get ruined regardless of stuff because the DOD is going to fuck him over, right?
Yep.
So I think that's what they're going to do and stuff. But Jaden tried to blackmail him and stuff, and that went over very terribly for him. Very terribly. So he wants to get a motorcycle that Esteban apparently stole. Which, by the way, we never see that motorcycle. So he lied, right?
Yep.
So they over here like, where's the motorcycle and stuff? And then, then they turned out to be just kids being entrepreneurs. That's it. The kids were just being entrepreneurs, making their own Latin candy and stuff. Basically, Hispanic candy. And stuff, and they're over here like, he's just a liar and shit and stuff. So they're over here confused and stuff, but they were big fans of the Mandarin. They were big fans of the Mandarin stuff. So I'm assuming they see the whole ordeal with him and Tony Stark and stuff. I mean, that got everywhere and stuff before, of course, right? So yeah, everybody's gonna know about it. So they're big fans of them. They welcome in and even let them try out the candy. And Trevor loved the candy and stuff, but Simon's like, we probably need to dip and stuff. and stuff. But worst push comes to shove, those guys that Simon beat up came back for Trevor, holding Jaden hostage, and then the Karen woman. Yes, I'm gonna call her Karen and stuff because that was the Karen indeed, right?
Yep.
The Karen woman calls the police and stuff like a Karen would and stuff. I wish something was to happen to her and stuff. And they've been funny as fuck. That would make it even better and stuff. But I guess we can't attack Karens in Marvel nowadays, right? So yeah, the Karen calls the police and stuff, and the police officers actually go after the guys that were going after Trevor. They didn't go for Simon and Trevor and the kids. The kids, well, they thought that they were getting targeted by the kids, right? And
Yep.
the kids thought they were getting targeted, and then Simon and Trevor thought they were getting targeted, going to get arrested and stuff. But the police went for them and arrested them, and then they went on their merry way. The end. So it was a little bromance type of deal, right? Back to its bromance. So so it worked out pretty well. Actually funny scenes for once, right?
Yep.
So it was good. I was just just sitting there and enjoying it. So you got anything else to say?
Oh, they actually came back with this one.
Yeah, they came back big with this one and stuff. So I like I like to focus on the bromance and stuff, like a former villain and a we don't know what Wonder Man stands at. All I know is he's a D-list hero, right?
Yeah.
So he's gonna be. I don't know if they're gonna be ever setting up for the Gulf Coast Avengers that we found out he was a part of. So I don't know if they're gonna ever be doing that. We don't know. But this is probably a fart in the wind. Is no, not a fart in the wind, but a rare gem that's gonna be buried soon by the death of Marvel because Avengers Doomsday flopped so hard. So yeah. Anyways, if that's all we have to say, then Marvel, keep it up. Come on, let this be a hit. Even though it might flop in the ratings and stuff because it's on Disney Plus, it would have done better if it was put on somewhere where people went and watched, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, come on, yeah, keep going with it and stuff. So, anyways, we're signing out for now. Peace.
Peace.